Out to the 25-yard line. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A very solid gain of 27.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Kaiser on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Flex round! Flex round!
Again, it's Kaiser. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Kaiser yet again. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
4 down, tag 53. 53, ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 83 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Set. 260. 50-50. 4 down. Tag 53.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Josh Jackson. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Following the interception, Kaiser, he's going to take a shot, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, tag 50 left.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Kevin King with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Flex round.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Kaiser again. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
To it after the pick six. Kaiser, he's going to rifle one deep and got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Glover Quinn. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On the crossing route, complete. That's Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
22! Zebra! Red 80!
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. Right side, Tate. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where Every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw on 2nd down, Stafford. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Theo Riddick there, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 22! Set, like 70!
Third and long, it's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay, that's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Ready? Blue 80, 10, 10.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On the ball, on the ball. Everyone's got 4, 4 down. Set,
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Hey, go here. 10, 10. Set, waiting.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford trying to lay one up deep. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there at 22. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. First down, Kaiser. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ohio! Flex round!
Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. From the red zone now, Kaiser. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kerry Hyder able to drop him for a loss of 4.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Third and long for Kaiser. Flush to his right. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Kaiser now.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now it's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Libra! 53! 80! We're good. Attack 53. Here we go. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Set. 180. 621. 0.
Stafford on first down. And that is incomplete here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, go here. Set. 80. 21.
Second and 10, Stafford again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. 80. 21. Hey, go here. 32.
To the air again, Stafford. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Johnson. And some room to work. And down he'll go at the 25. 14 yards there on the pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Pass 54. 22. Set. Waiting. Radar. 21.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Stafford. The completion to Riddick. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
10. Hey, go here. Hey, take 2. 2 of those quick. 2. Hey, hot.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
10. Set. Waiting. Back 53. Ready.
To throw is Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's Sam Martin now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kerry Hyder in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Kaiser. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now Kaiser on 4th down. This is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He finds Whittick, complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 14 yards there at a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
ready. Blue 80. Zebra. Check 91. 91 is the light. Light 91.
On second down, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Hey, Red. Set. Blue 80. 91 is the ball. Pretty hot.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to go down again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Back now at Ford Field as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Flex round. Ohio.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Ohio.
On 2nd down, Kaiser again. And he comes back with one complete. And down he'll go at the 25. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Now Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Kaiser to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Again, it's Kaiser. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter. and find their way open.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. To the air again, Kaiser. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. After the run, now Stafford going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
22! Hurry up, get set. Hey, red. 10. Zebra.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Fights him off, and that is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down throw for Kaiser. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Kaiser now on second down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Kaiser on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. First down, Kaiser. The left side throw complete to Adams. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Kaiser going to lead the offense up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Hey, 22!
Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Like 260!
They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And now the Packers get set to go. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. This is caught. 23 yards on the play. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser here looking to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. So here come the Lions now. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like the...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, 22!
Operating from the gun, Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go with Johnson. And they will get him down behind the line, but a penalty flag comes in late. And I think they got him down by the face mask. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down.
21!
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, it's Stafford. Over the middle here to Wilson. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
One last throw here for Stafford. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Green Bay, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.